Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Alex Rodriguez, and today's topic is about being proactive with your finances, and this is Fresh Start. Anyways, really quick to talk about being proactive with your finances. One of the biggest things that everybody's doing is they're just waiting and trying to figure out what's going to happen next. Is the government going to help you out? Whatever. Don't do that. That's the number one mistake that everybody does. What you really need to do is be proactive with your finances. And let me give you some examples. Right now, banks are offering some extending your loans without a payment for the next couple of months. Like I was giving you an example last time was that my Apple card, they actually said, don't worry about making a payment and it's going to be interest free. I thought that was awesome. So therefore, my credit card I'm going to be okay with. But let's talk about my home loan, my car loans, other credit cards. My wife and I actually, what we did today was we called our home loan and our car loans. One of the things, I don't want to give any props to any banks right now because I don't want to name this bank. But what they did was they gave us they said no interest, no payments for 3 months on our car note. That's actually a pretty big savings for us for 3 months. I'm not saying that we need the money. We're not even worried about financials. But what I'm saying is that what happens if you lose your job in 2 months? What happens if you lose your job in 30 days? Just one less thing to worry about. Another thing we did was we actually contacted our mortgage. We're going to have to fill out some paperwork. They're going to basically make it where we don't have to pay a mortgage for 60 days. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. So now my mortgage, my credit card, car loan, guys, I have to live with very little. The thing is, we have a job and we have income coming in every week or every month. The problem is that if we weren't being proactive, what if I lost my job in 30 days? What if my wife doesn't really work. Yeah, she does work, But anyways, what happens if we lose our jobs? The thing is, you have to be proactive in all this. Don't just wait around and wait for the government to help you out. You need to talk to your employers too. Some of our employees, they didn't want to get laid off, and they were asking if they could take 50% paycheck, and we're still trying to figure out in our business. Okay, so don't think that we're going to lay off or not. The thing is that we have no idea. We're actually seeing if we're just trying to figure out what the government's going to do for us to help us out on the financials on employees, because we don't want to lay off employees. But the thing is, when on my other topic, I said work together as a team and figure it out. As of right now, it kind of bothers me a little bit because I don't have any work for the next 30 days. But doesn't mean I'm not going to get paid. Of course, I'm still going to be working on other projects that I've been wanting to work for in a while, like doing a podcast. That's one. But this is actually more fun, actually, to be honest with you. I love doing this thing. But number two is I'm actually working in the warehouse because I travel a lot and I like my cases to be a little bit better. And, the guys are coming in to see what else we could do to, make our cases better or equipment better, or can we mix around equipment? Because we do travel a lot. We travel all over the world. But that's just for a portion of our business. But our other portion is the larger production department. There's a lot of stuff that we could do to make our events even better. So they're coming up with creative ideas. And so we're actually having time to think of what can we do better for our business in the long run. Because at the end of the day, everything will get better. I'm very optimistic, and I know things are going to get better. I would say probably about late April, so around May, things are going to start getting, the wheels are going to start moving like it used to. Not as fast, but just, airlines are going to start getting booked. Hotels are going to start getting booked. But that's my optimistic, okay? So regarding pessimistic, because I'm very optimistic. I'm always thinking oh my gosh, let's get that $10 million contract. We'll make it happen. Not even worried about it. And then figure out there's a lot of issues in between and we have to figure it out. But then again, that's what we get paid for, to figure out things for other people. So regarding to your being proactive in your personal finances, just call your home loans, call your car loans, and make sure your credit cards, make sure you're extended. Even if your job is secure, still be proactive. Because what happens if you get laid off and then you don't get a paycheck from the government for a month or so? I don't even know how that works. I've never filed for unemployment, so I don't know how that really works. But be proactive and worry about your finances. And make sure you have a buffer there just in case. Another thing, and this is now talking to the business owner side, same thing. If you have vehicles or equipment loans, call them directly. I guarantee you they're going to work with you, give you probably 30 to 60 days. I really don't know. Unfortunately, our company is 100% paid off, which is great. Not a lot of companies could say that. But if I was you guys, call your business loans and see if you could extend it for 30 to 60 days. Maybe try it for 90 days. What happens if everything goes back to kind of normal in about 45 days? At the end of the day, what you need to do is still be careful and cautious for the next 90 days. Regarding, rent, this is a good thing for you guys, you business owners, that, most of us don't own our buildings. If I was you, what I would recommend on your side is negotiate the rent for your company. So tell the owners of the building that you need to, if they could do for 6 months, no rent for 6 months, and they could probably put it in the back end or something, or maybe no rent for 6 months. That is like the number one most important thing, because that's going to hurt you the most, is your rent and your loans. Employees, like I said before in my other podcast, employees and employers work together as a team, figure it out. There's so many obstacles that's about to happen and challenges that you're going to have. And it's very important that you work together as a team. Other than that, I just wanted to give you some advice on what direction you should do in being proactive with your personal finances. Especially right now, I would advise you not to spend that much money. Be very cautious, be very frugal with all your money and what you're going to do. I heard this one person, I'm actually not going to say the state that they were going to go to. They were going to try, this is not true where they're going to go to, because I don't want to throw them under the bus. But they're actually planning a trip because the flights are so cheap right now. And they're like, hey, we've never been to Florida. It's not Florida, it's somewhere else, because I don't want to throw them under the bus. And I was like, really? Y'all are going to go to Florida at this time where you shouldn't? Because they were basically saying they weren't worried about the coronavirus. And my opinion on that is still be careful, because I'm not even seeing my family or my friends right now currently. I'm going to stay away from everybody. I don't want my family to get infected. I don't want our kids to get infected or get the virus, because from what I understand from the virus is that you could actually have it be a carrier. And that's one thing that I hope somebody's not out there shaking hands. And yes, I have seen people shake hands at the store, and I'm like, are y'all crazy or something? So be careful and cautious what's going on out there. But about being proactive, back to your finances, talk to your banks, talk to your car loans. I haven't really called my insurance lady. Hey, Christy, can you do something for us? No, I'm just kidding. I don't know if she's watching or not. Anyway, she works for State Farm, and I'm getting a little plug because she's always taking care of us. But regarding your home loans, your car loans, your credit cards, just try to extend it for 90 days. Just be very cautious right now. Don't be spending money. Be very careful. And let me talk to those people that save that mortgage. I'm just giving you some dumb numbers. This is not our finances, but let's say your mortgage is $2,000 a month, your car payments are $500 a month, and your credit card's about $500. So all you're thinking right now is like, woohoo, we saved $3,000 in payments, and then you go and buy something. That is not the objective for this topic. You still need to be frugal. You still need to put that money in your savings account. You still need to be careful. It's really important. It's very crucial right now to be very careful with your finances and work with your lenders. Anyways, that's my topic today about being proactive. I hope you have a great day.